Welcome, everyone. This is the Importance of Language module. Today, we are going to talk about the importance of your words, the importance of what you say. And I think a lot of times people don't understand that it matters what they say. It matters that what comes out of your mouth, that sometimes people just throw words out there carelessly and don't really realize the impact that your words have. But the truth is that the very sound of your voice, do you realize that it is distinct unto you, that God gave it to you, and it is a beautiful sound to him. And in fact, the Bible tells us that Jesus himself tells us, my sheep know my voice, but beloved, know that it works both ways, that you better believe that the shepherd knows the sound of his sheep's voice, and he is always listening, always listening. And in fact, it's really interesting that you hear your voice more than any other person in the world, sorry, but do you realize that out of every person in the world, you are the only one who does not know what your voice truly sounds like? And I was thinking about that and I was asking the Lord, wow, that's really interesting, Lord. What does that mean exactly? And he I know there's more truth that I'm praying on and digging deeper in, but you know what? He immediately said to me, he said, you know what, Missy? Maybe you don't know everything there is to know about you. Maybe we don't know everything there is to know about us. Maybe we think we're set in this way, but yet the Lord is saying, oh, listen to me. I know the truth. Don't always listen to your own voice because you don't always know the truth. So keep that in mind as you begin to think about these modules and walk through these truths and begin to listen to the Lord's voice rather than what maybe you have believed about yourself for your entire life. Because, beloved, know that your words have the ability to unlock great favor. Oh my goodness, there is so much potential that is just waiting for the sound of your voice to be audible and unlock those closed doors. And in fact, there's a study out there from people, I don't even know how they would begin to measure this, but scientists have found that when you speak, that your words never leave the atmosphere. And that should give us great pause to consider what we are allowing out of our mouth. Because when we fail to have honor with our words, truly we fall short of all that God has in store for us. And in fact, the Bible speaks to this in Matthew 12:36 and 37. Jesus says, but I tell you that every careless word that people speak, they shall give an accounting for it in the day of judgment. For by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. And I just have to tell you, for me personally, that makes me want to never speak again, because I just go back to all those careless words, those things that I have just said, even if it wasn't in anybody's hearing, even if I was just by myself complaining, talking about somebody or their actions and behaviors where they couldn't hear. But you know what? Those words are out there. And thank God for his grace and his mercy, because when we ask for forgiveness, he is faithful and just to forgive us. And so he covers all those things, and that when we do ask for forgiveness, we can stand before him whole and restored. But we should never allow that to become an excuse for us to just say whatever we want to, just carelessly throwing curses and whatever out there, and then say, well, I'll just ask for forgiveness for it later. It's like the where Paul talks about how grace covers our sin, but do we allow that to become an excuse for us to go and sin more? Heavens no, is what he says. Heavens no. I think he says God forbid in some translations. No, that is absolutely not. We are grateful for the grace and mercy of God always. But beloved, please understand that your words are everlasting. So let's have words of life, words of love, words of hope, words of peace, words of encouragement, words of life. We want that to be our everlasting legacy.